Welcome back. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to actually add the types of questions to your quiz that you want to ask. So I'm just going to start fresh. Even though in the last video I showed you how you can start the quiz, I'm just going to start fresh. So I'm going to go to my module down here, and I'm going to click the plus sign, and I'm going to choose quiz and new quiz. And I'm just going to name this new quiz questions. Now remember, you can choose what kind of quiz you want it to be. I'm going to make this just a pre-quiz, and I do want it to indent one level, and I'm going to hit add item. Okay, so here it is right now, and notice I've got the outline of the rocket. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to click on the name of the quiz so that I can go in and edit it. And right now I'm going to hit edit. And I've got questions right here in the middle. So when I click on that, I can hit new question. And then this is where I can see the types of questions that I have. Now, the outline of the rocket means that you have the original types of questions, okay? So what I want to show you is when I did it in that way, it didn't give me the option to choose the newer types of questions. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to quizzes on the left. I'm going to click on that link so that it takes me up here to the plus quiz. And I'm going to hit plus quiz in here so that we can see if there are other options that come up. So I'm just going to name this one new quiz questions. I'll leave it as a pre-quiz, complete or incomplete. And they've got this mastery paths here. I don't have the question types showing. I'm going to click on the three dots and see what that offers me. Doesn't look like anything. Okay, and now I'm going to hit save. And what I want is to get the option. Here we go. See how the view now is completely different. Okay, so I've got the rocket up here. I've got build, settings, reports, and moderate. There are item banks that you can build and that your district can build. Okay. Now I'm going to check out each one of these options here. This gives me the total question points that I can change to be 10 if I want. I can title it, and I can put my instructions here. It's the same as what's over here on the left. Okay, so I'm going to pop that back in. All right, now I can put my instructions here the same way I could in the other one. I want to click on settings, and here within these settings, it gives me all the options to shuffle my questions and answers, let them do one question at a time, require an access, etc., etc. Here for my math people, you can allow a calculator, you can allow multiple attempts, and you can restrict results. So when you turn these on, that's when you get some of the extra things that you have to fill in. Okay, so you just want to pay attention to what might pop up in there. Okay, now if I go to reports, they do have item analysis for you. That's already done, which is amazing, right? And then moderate is here so that you can see who is lined up to take the test. Okay, now I'm going to go back to build, and I'm going to hit the plus sign right here in the middle. And when I click the plus sign, notice I've got different options than what I had in the other one. So this is the new question category. So you can have kids categorize things, labeling them by category. So if you were doing like kingdom, phylum, order, species, all that kind of stuff, you might use categorization, right? You could use that for grammar, for adjectives, nouns, etc. You've also got hotspot here. So if I click on categorization, let me just show you what that looks like. You type your category, and then you've got your items below. Okay. If I add a different one and I go to the hotspot, this hotspot, oh, I have to delete this first. This hotspot item is really nice for diagrams. So if I would have to upload a picture, and it might be for geography, and the kids would actually click on the area that you designate for the correct answer. Okay, and you can make it be a circle, a square, or some kind of an odd shape. So for states, you might need to use odd shape, but you could also use that for science equipment, right? I'm trying to think of what else you could use it for. For math, you could use it for, numerator, denominator, but that's not really, probably I wouldn't use this for that. It's too much work. All right, I'm going to delete that question, and I'm going to hit this plus sign again. And you've got formula options, matching options, multiple choice, ordering, true, false, numeric, multiple answers, etc. Okay, so you've got all these options. So what I need you to understand is, if you go to quizzes and then plus quiz over here, you get the new type of questions. And if you go to your module and you hit the plus button on the module, you get the old type of questions. All right. So my recommendation for this is to just start playing with it, right? If you've got a quiz already made somewhere else, you want to just try to recreate it here. What you need to keep in mind, though, is when you build questions here, the pros and the cons, you get all of the item analysis, which is going to be worth your time if you're going to use that data, right? If you're worried about losing your work, I'm going to say I'm 99% sure you can't take these quizzes with you. So you might prefer to build your quizzes in Google Forms and then place them in here. If we have time, I will do a quick video on Google Forms. If not in this module, then maybe in a future one, or just sitting side by side with you. If that's something that you want, we could do it then. All right. So this process is constantly changing. They're always adding new things. At this point, I can't show you any item analysis because I don't have any data to play with. But if you do this just to play with, if you ask your kids to take it, then we could play around with it. All right? So good luck. The best thing you could do is just to start using this. Okay?